Hello, everybody, and welcome to my channel. If you're brand new to my channel, thank you so much for stopping by. And if you've been here before, as always, thank you, and welcome back. I am here today with Carrie Barron, who I've known for many, many years. I used to live right next door to the school where she taught at. She is an elementary school teacher, and she has a wonderful story to tell, and I'm so excited for you to meet Carrie. Carrie, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much for inviting me out. I really appreciate it.
Carrie has a wonderful story to tell. She is part of the Center of Obesity Prevention and Education, known as the COPE program. She's a certified health coach, and her story revolves around her transformation and the inspiration she had to make that transformation. So I'm super excited for you all to hear her story, and without further ado, let's get started. So Carrie, your story is very inspirational to me, and I'm sure to others. So give a sense of your background and how you got started and what got you started into the program.
So as a teacher, I was just gaining weight. And when I was younger, I struggled with my weight, and I had done different programs to help. But as I got older, married, children, and my busy lifestyle with the kids running around, I never stopped to take care of me. And so after the age of 40, I went to the doctor, and I'd always been a healthy, overweight person, but that was no longer the case for me. I was now pre-diabetic, and I had high blood pressure, and I didn't want to have, my kids are still young and in an elementary school, so I didn't want them to have a mom that couldn't participate with them in life. I was having situations where I'd go to amusement parks and I wouldn't be able to get on the rides with them. And that does not only something to you in your mind as a person, but also as a parent wanting to participate with your kids. And it caused me to have a lot of depression at times. And so I tried different things, but wasn't successful. And so I just kept putting on the weight until I got to my highest weight, which is 280 pounds. And I just felt old too. And I was only like 41. I was very inspired by another friend of mine who decided to get healthy. She was a similar as me, teacher. She had 4 children, so I know she was very busy with her kids. And so I saw her lose like 40 pounds in 3 months. At first I was concerned. Are you okay? But then I just saw her. Her skin was glowing. She looked so healthy, and I was inspired by her. So I watched her for about a month and decided I need to ask her what she's doing, because it's hard to humble yourself out and say I need help. So I decided to ask her, and that was in November of 2015. And so she shared with me what she had been doing, and that she recently became a health coach because she wanted to help others have the same freedom that she was experiencing with their healthy lifestyle. And so I decided I'm going to do this. So that's when I started. I started my own health transformation back in November of 2015. And since then, I have not turned back.
What inspired you to become a health coach?
It's so funny because, being 280 pounds, you never think that you can help anyone else with one of your biggest weaknesses. Like I said before, I struggled with my weight my entire life. It was nothing new. After I lost about 30 pounds, it was noticeable enough to other people to say, wow, what are you doing? You look great. And after that, I decided to come out. When they started noticing, they were asking me. And so I would just say, well, let me introduce you to my health coach who's helping me. And pretty soon it got to the point where my health coach was like, I can help your friends, but you can also help your friends.
Tell us what the program looks like on a day-to-day basis or weekly basis.
Okay, so the program, it looks a little bit different for different people depending on people's needs and their health backgrounds, like if they have other health issues. You eat a low carbohydrate and high protein diet, food about every 2.5 to 3 hours. So you're eating 6 times a day, so you're not starving yourself. and that's not a healthy way of losing weight. Drink water, lots of water. It has taught me so much about how to prepare healthier foods. And I was someone who ran to fast food quite a bit because I was busy. And so now a lot of the clients that I help and myself, we use meal replacements to help with the ease of preparing foods. It's hard to prepare 6 healthy meals, right, every day. But if you can use and supplement that with some healthy meal replacements, that is really convenient. And then just movement. It doesn't have to be a lot of exercise at first. And actually, your body is getting used to the high protein and low carb and lower calories. So actually, it's better not to do a lot of working out if your body's not used to it. And so it's more like walking and moving more and parking farther away and walking, or standing more instead of sitting. And like little things like that that can make such a huge difference in burning calories and being more active.
So I'm sure you meet with a lot of people. How many lives do you think you've changed or helped change?
Gosh, I can almost get emotional thinking about it. But personally, I've helped about 50 people. But the cool thing is, as I did, a lot of my clients were that have had amazing transformations. You know, I had one right now who's lost over 100 pounds. She is amazing. She does all these Facebook Lives and cooking tutorials on her page, she's just amazing. Someone who didn't want to get in front of the camera and take pictures for years now is doing Facebook Live videos, right? Because not only has her body changed so much and she's still on her journey, but she has got the confidence, right? So it's just amazing to see people's lives change and that you can be a part of that. I do have friends that have also decided, like her, to become health coaches as well, and to pay that gift of their own journey forward to their friends and family. And so what's cool about that is that because of that, my impact has grown exponentially. And so I've helped over 130 people get healthy.
I'm sure, like any program, you've had some challenges and some rewards. Can you talk about those?
For me, I was an emotional eater. And so learning not to eat emotionally and learning how to eat because my body needs to eat, not because I want to eat. You know, as a mom and a teacher, I still work full time as a teacher. It's being disciplined with my time and deciding what is a priority and what I'm going to spend my time on and what is not a priority. It's just making sure that I'm prioritizing my time and balancing my time as a mom and a teacher and a health coach and a wife. But I love it all. And the cool thing is that now that I am healthier, I have more energy to do those things too. I have a Facebook page, and I've posted some of these pictures, but getting on that roller coaster that I was asked to get off of before. I couldn't put the lap belt on. Getting on that roller coaster and taking a photo and being in tears because it's like, Mom, come on this roller coaster. And before I'd be like, no, I'll watch you. And now I'm on the roller coaster with them. I'm participating more actively in my children's life. I feel younger than I did 2 or 3 years ago.
Do you ever look back and think to yourself, wow, I've come so far in over 2 years?
Yes. And what is amazing is I post a lot of before and after pictures of other people that are successful in our program, but I also post my own. And the reason why I do that is mostly for me, because in your mind, you think you look a certain way. And a lot of times I forget that I'm 100 pounds lighter, that I'm no longer a size 24 anymore. I'm no longer 270, 80 pounds. I forget that. And so I love to look back. I love to look back at those photos and go, that was really me. And it's funny because a lot of people will say to me, that's not you. That's just a bad picture. That's just a bad picture. I'm like, well, then I got a lot of bad pictures.
You have to celebrate. You have to celebrate you, celebrate life, celebrate your transformation. And I can say I'm so proud of you. You look Fabulous. Now, do you ever have cheat days? Because I give myself a lot of cheat days from my workouts and such. So I just want to know what that looks like to you.
What's funny is people ask me that actually all the time. And this is what I always tell people. If you have cheat days on yourself, why are you cheating yourself? And would you cheat on other things in your life? Like, are you going to be like, oh, I'm going to have a cheat day and I'm not going to be a mom today? Oh, I'm going to have a cheat day and I'm not going to be a wife today. Oh, I'm going to have a cheat. So you don't cheat on other things, so why cheat on your health? You make that decision. Where are you at in your journey? If you are feeling great and you're losing weight, you might say like, you know what? It's just wedding cake. I've had wedding cake before and I don't need to eat this and I'm fine. Or you might say to yourself, oh, I'm doing great. I'm going to eat this and I'm not going to feel guilty about it. So that's the thing. If you're going to eat something and feel guilty, I say no cheat.
Great advice. So now for all the viewers who want to get healthy and want to find you, how can they find you?
Well, I have a hashtag. It's called Barron Health. And so you can hashtag that and find my post. Facebook. You can Facebook me and Facebook friend me. My name is Carrie Stewart Barron, and Stewart being my maiden name. So you can find me there, and or you can reach out to Annie if anybody knows her, and she can message me, Facebook me.
So I will have all of Carrie's information down below in the description box, so everybody check it out. Look her up. If you have any questions for me and if you want me to connect you, I can certainly do that as well. Carrie, thank you so much for being here, and thank you so much for sharing your story. It's a very inspirational story, and you have to know that you're doing a fabulous, fabulous job.
Thank you, Annie. I just really want people to not feel that they can be trapped in where they're at. And if they want to get healthy and they're ready, I want to be an inspiration and help them.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Wow, everybody, wasn't that a wonderful story? I'll be the first to tell you that I was personally touched by Carrie's candor in sharing her journey with me and essentially with all of us. Carrie and her husband have collectively lost 140 pounds and are living healthier lives, plus sharing their successes with so many others. I commend Carrie for stepping out of her comfort zone, embracing who she is today, taking it one step further in becoming a certified health coach, and helping others achieve similar results. If you or someone you know are struggling with weight loss issues, or if this podcast has inspired you to take the next steps, but you're unsure how to go about doing that, feel free to reach out to me by visiting my website at annietalks.com or my Facebook page, and I'll have all that information listed down below in the description box. Send me an email with your name and contact information, and I'll be sure to connect you directly with Carrie Barron. Or you can search the hashtag Barron Health to connect directly with Carrie. A couple of things before we close. One, I'd really love to hear from you all, so tell me where you're listening from. Leave a comment in the comment section, or if you have a message for Carrie, we'd certainly love to hear from you. Also, let me know what topics you'd like to hear about, and we may just feature them in a future podcast, with a shout out to you, of course, for suggesting it. And number 2, if you haven't already checked out my YouTube channel, be sure to click on the link in the description box of this podcast. You can check out the video with Carrie Barron and other interesting videos on fitness, product reviews, tutorials, my celebration awareness series, and other Annie Talks episodes. And 3, last but not least, if you haven't already subscribed to my podcast, be sure to hit subscribe to be notified of new episodes. Thank you all again for stopping by, and keep listening to Annie Talks. This episode of Annie Talks is brought to you by Luxwear Trends, affordable, luxurious timepieces for every occasion. Luxury that lasts forever, and that's what sets us apart from others. Find them on Facebook and Instagram, or visit luxweartrends.com.